Hello. Again, we're talking about doing very high tolerance, close tolerance work, high precision work on one of these machines, these Monarch 10EEs. And there's just many things that contribute to getting the accuracy out of the machine, and the compromises have to be made. And I described before that this machine here I use for finish cuts. I'll rough a part out on an older machine and leave it in the chuck, then bring the chuck and the part over to this machine and finish it. Now, to get the highest accuracy out of this machine, the belt adjustment is critical. And it's got two V-belts running it down from this back-geared motor. The back gear is on the motor to reduce vibration when you're using it in back gear. So it's got those two V-belts, and the only way to adjust this thing, if we're running this thing full speed for finish cuts, and you want to reduce vibration as much as possible. I hate to say this, and I don't want to put anybody at risk, and you got to be really careful with what I'm about to say, okay? I adjust the belts, the main drive belts here, with the machine running full blast. And you got to watch your fingers, folks. So I'll get that machine running full blast. Then I can use this belt adjuster right here and, move it in and out with my hand on the machine or my knee on it or something, and I'll leave it at the point of least vibration with the machine running full blast. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the downside of that. The belt's quite a bit looser than possibly you'd normally adjust those things. And what happens if you try to start the lathe at full speed, the belts will squeal. If you have a chuck on it, they'll squeal and slip, and it's bad for the belts. So the compromise I've made and others have made that have showed me some of these things is here's the speed knob here, right here. And you see that I got some white paint with a little bit of a black outline on that. And the reason for that is the speed knob, in less than one turn, the spindle will go from 0 to 4,000 RPMs, and there's no markings on it at all. Nothing. You just look at the tachometer, okay? Well, you got to be careful at just where this speed dial is, because you don't know. And it can be really dangerous to start the machine at 4,000 RPMs with the wrong thing in it. So what I've done is at 600 RPMs, I put that white mark there. Well, at 600, the machine starts really smoothly, and it doesn't squeal the belts because I have them loose for running at full speed. Okay, so if I'm running the machine full speed, I'll shut the spindle down at the end of the cut. Then I reach over here, it'll be all the way over here. Then I'll reach over and I can just turn it right there. And I can look, okay, it's at start speed. And then once it's started, then I ramp it up, okay? And it's less shock on the machine. And I mentioned in another short video about stick slip on the cross slide there. So you want things to transition smooth, starting and stopping. Okay, And I really think that's a good safety feature, to at least put the dot somewhere, you know, so you can look at it and say, yeah, that thing's not all the way over here and something's going to fly out of the chuck. Because if the machine's at full speed, this knob all the way over, and you start the machine, it'll take 2 seconds, one end, two end, and that spindle's right at 4,000. Yeah, that's fast. Yeah, okay. Now, one of the reasons I have this cover off is I want to check the brushes on that direct current 5 horsepower motor. You know, just have a look at the commutator. It's way back in there. I have to pull these covers off and look at it with the mirror, so I'll get that done. Okay. Yeah. So that's some of the drive belts, you know. One of the things about the Monarch it sets it apart is the way it runs the gearbox when you're just plain turning using the feed. It uses this flat belt here and that pulley there to drive the quick change gearbox for feeds. But when you're threading, you flip this knob here and it engages the regular end train for threading that's hiding in this box here. And this is, you know, if you want to cut metric threads, and I've had English only machines, and it's just a pain in the ass to remove that cover, put metric chain gears in there, do your work, then change it back the way it was, you know. And sometimes I make adapters that have English threads on one end, metric on another. You know, that'd make a 2-hour job out of something that should take you 10 minutes. So that's why I went with the inch metric model here. So you can tell inch metric models because they have 3 levers right here. If you want to look at them from a distance, 3 levers. So, okay. Okay, I'll get back on that module situation and finish cleaning up this back end here, you know, wipe all that down and make sure there's, you know, a little bit of oil mist here and there. Okay, goodbye. Turn this off, thanks.